up, everybody? Relax. Y'all do me a favor because we're going to get into a whole lot of shit tonight. I got time today. And my device is charged, so I'm going to get so good. I ain't going to cut myself off early. I just want to go over quite a few things, though. So y'all do me a favor. I think it's important. There's a lot going on. But I want to give people a whole lot of perspectives of looking at things. I want to talk about this man's white girlfriend and the weaponization of Christianity and all of these situations. We want to talk about this white girl coming forward saying one thing versus what the other family members are saying. And I don't mean other because the bitch is not a family member. I want to talk about black women. I heard a whole lot of y'all been out there lately on y'all platforms talking about we're not supposed to support this man's death, George, because he was with a white woman. I want to tell you to shut the fuck up. You sound stupid. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. We're going to talk about Obama. No, now he got something to say. Shut the fuck up. You can shut up too because you didn't have shit to say. You wasn't doing a goddamn thing when black folks was getting shot during your reign supreme in the motherfucking White House. So just shut your dumb ass up. You got Wiz Khalifa over here saying some dumb ass shit about Kumbaya, and it's always one nigga that's gonna do that for the country, right? To calm us down a little bit, although it's not working. We're going to talk about white people responses because folks always say, well, do you hate all white people? No, but you motherfuckers make it hard not to because when we want to talk about Jim Crow or slave owners and masters, you're not too far removed, right? So we're not going to act like racism is in the past because the little white motherfuckers running around here today, guess who their grandparents are? The motherfuckers who was lynching your grandparents. So I'm going to need y'all to understand what I say. When I say, fuck these motherfucking white folks, do you mean all white people will know? But kind of. Y'all be getting on my motherfucking nerves. See, they never fail to bring their ass out and start saying the dumb shit they say. So we're going to look at some white folks and what they had to say. They think it's funny to make jokes about how this man died, because, of course, racism always comes out when these opportunities are here and these white motherfuckers show their head. We're going to talk about interracial relationships when we talk about, Mr. Floyd and this white girl. So you might want to pay attention. When things like this happen, you got your white boy, you got your white girl. Oh, you're so cute together. They just love you with your chocolate self. They love you. Until some shit like this happens. And then the trueness of how they feel about niggers starts to come out. And you think, how the fuck could you lay with me? How could you love me and say that you care about me, and be with me and be racist? Just like the massa will fuck you when you was black and didn't give a damn and spill his seed in your ass and make you have a baby and then turn that baby into a slave. Like y'all don't comprehend that shit. You think because a motherfucker let you shoot that man that they must like black people because they make the show black ass. Okay, we'll get there, right? Then we're gonna talk about some riding. Shout out to you, Delaney. Thank you for that. Right? So right, protecting police and shit. Obama need to shut his ass the fuck up, right? If y'all was on Obama's tip, y'all liked Obama, you finna gonna be hurt tonight because fuck Obama. I know y'all thought he was the black savior. He was the best thing, I won't say since sliced bread, since Jesus Christ, because when Jesus couldn't save you, y'all thought Obama was gonna save you. Don't worry, I thought he was gonna save me too. He broke my little heart, but I woke up early and I was like, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. A lot of y'all still in denial and y'all still, on that Obama team. I'm gonna need y'all to stop. We're gonna talk about this rioting. We're gonna talk about the looting tonight. I want to give a perspective that I want everybody to calm down. Y'all like the revolution is starting. No, the fuck it's not. Right? So I want to address my perspective of this rioting, all of this looting and what's going on from the perspective of they're going to tell you, oh, folks is out here rioting and y'all going to stop saying, oh, we're rioting. Because I done seen a whole lot of white folks running out of Target with lamps and sleeping bags and Nutri-Grain snacks and shit. Y'all gonna get the fuck up out of here. I done seen the white folks running out that motherfucker with the white chick that white people want. Y'all gonna stop that. I'm starting to think this is not even our goddamn riot because when I was watching the live coverage, I seen nothing but white people all in the camera. This is some bullshit. We're tired of them killing us. What? Us? Boy, ain't your name like Timothy or something? The fuck are you out here talking about? I see nothing but a gang of white people. So let's talk about that. We keep it real here and give all the perspectives. We're going to talk about this officer being charged. If you got happy, punch yourself in the face. What the fuck you happy for? And you're happy. Oh, he got arrested. If you find yourself jumping for joy, just calm the fuck down. Not a whole lot. Because it's third-degree murder, y'all, manslaughter. We're going to break down the difference and all of that too, right? So these are the things we're gonna talk about tonight because I got a little time. If you got a little time, I know I haven't been here like this in a while, so we're gonna cover a whole lot. So y'all do me a favor, y'all like this video, share this video with your mom and them, your grandma and them, everybody and them. Tell them come on, so we can look at things in another perspective, right? Than what we've been conditioned to think. Because this is no different than all the other times, and it will be no different than the next time. Because there is a motherfucking next time, unless we decide that we handle things different come next time. That's called being proactive, not reactive, right? So let's go all the way back to the beginning of what I said. Before I do that, though, I do want to because once I get into this, I'm probably not gonna say none of this shit. So I want to remind everybody that you guys can go over to the realmecheex.com and you guys can sign up for our spiritual group tomorrow. If you're not in there, you better get in where you fit in like swimwear. We're gonna be talking about manifesting tomorrow, right? What is it that we've been talking about manifesting for a minute, but we actually get into how you actually manifest, right? What is that about? How do you make some shit happen for you in your life? And everything come back to the core of what you got to do. We're going to talk about your emotions and how you step into it, how you walk into it, how you expect it, and then how that shit just show up in your life. So if that's something you're interested in, you probably want to get your ass in the class because they're feeling really fast, right? Also know, look, shout out to you that you already signed up. Also know, you guys, that next, we have what, about a week? I don't want to say next Thursday. Anyway, June 4th on Thursday, we are having a class for business as a hustle. So I would say to all of you, it is not very expensive, but if you want to know how to make some money, then I suggest that you go and take that class. I think that we need to change our mindset and how we see business. We always see business as, let me get this big ass brick and mortar building. I got to take all of these things on. It got to turn into this really successful thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the truth is, we see business so big, or we don't see business at all. And I need y'all to start seeing business in every motherfucking thing you do. So in this class, we will be covering some basic stuff that a lot of y'all don't know. Like, if you want to start a business, where the fuck do you even start? Do you need the EIN number? What the fuck is the EIN number? Where do you get one from? Should I be an LLC? What's the difference between that and a DBA? Am I a sole proprietor or am I not? Right? All of the things that you need to set up to have your foundation for your business. We're also going to talk about all the things that you can make a business out of, right? Too often we want our business to be our passion. Oh my God, I have a passion. I'm going to need you to stop having businesses that is about what you want people to have, and I'm going to need you to look at society and the consumer and give them what they want if you ever want to be successful. Let me give you a small example. I know that Mechee be on here live. I know that Mechee doing her thing. I know that Mechee sell her albums. Mechee make money. But I want y'all to know I'm also out here slinging hand sanitizer and masks like crack rock. And if you're in Denver or Aurora, I deliver mask to you for $5. You give me my $5 of gas, I'll bring you that shit. I'm telling you, y'all need to learn. So we're going to talk about where you can get things from. We're going to talk about what your product is. Sometimes your product is you, but you just don't know how to package that, right? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about all of the simple tools that's out there that you need. You might not even know exist to help you to get to where you're going. We're going to talk about pricing, and then we're going to break down some major marketing techniques that all kind of people use, because you can have the best product in the world, but if the people who want it don't know that it exists, none of that motherfucking matters. And today, there's a whole lot of stuff out there that helps you make marketing really simple. And we're going to talk about some techniques that big companies use, that if you know anything about marketing psychology, you would understand. Simple ones, like one called foot in the door technique and door in the face. If you don't know what it is, you probably want to sign up for the class so you can find out. I want you to understand that in all economies, people make money. The bottom line is, are you going to be the one making the money, or are you going to be the one talking about how you don't have no money? And I'm just being real with y'all. I would not lead anybody in some shit that I've never done for myself. But right now, while everybody else is waiting on stimulus checks and why people are wondering where their next meal is coming from, I'm not feeling that way. And I would like to give y'all that same information so that you can go out and do these things as well. So I'm going to tell you where you get merchandise from, all of that good stuff. And I need you to understand that you can run businesses left and right when you understand what I'm going to explain to you in this class. Right now, Mechee has about 5 different streams of income. I have several businesses going at one time. It seems and it sounds like it's really difficult, but it's not. And every day I wake up, there's money coming in from all the businesses that I run. And I don't go anywhere. I don't have a brick and mortar. I do that shit from home, and no, they're not home-based businesses. They're real businesses. So I suggest you go over there in the row and get in where you fit in. Don't forget about the support group, you guys. And if you still have not, right, when you got your revolutionary album, why not? You might as well put that shit in now. If you ain't never heard of it, you just gonna put in the revolutionary album by Mechee X, and it's just gonna, help you with where we are right now. I think it's very relevant to the times. It might piss you off a little bit. You might go find out some shit up there as you get done playing my album. But you can get it for download, or you can order the CD and I send it to you. So anyway, y'all go check that out. Also, get your Get Free and Die Trying t-shirts. You get all of that over there, right? And if you're like, well, I ain't got no money, Mechee, that's why you need to come to my class. You got some money, you need to get your motherfucking shirt and a CD. With that said, I love y'all. Let's get into this topic. Y'all like this video, though. Share this video. Subscribe if you're not. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm live. So let's talk about, shout out to Lyric Speaks. And if anybody else gave a donation, there might have been another one in there. If I did not see it, y'all forgive me. I had a couple people get mad at me. And it was like, I've had a couple people say that they don't see me acknowledging their stuff. So either I'm talking and I don't see it, or to be honest with you, there's been a couple times you guys have said something and it just don't come up on the screen. YouTube be acting dumb sometimes. So if I miss your donation, please do not, take it personally. Charge it to my head and my heart, y'all. Shout out to you, Lyrics. Thank you for that. So let's get into this conversation, though, you guys. Let's talk about his, first and foremost, his white girlfriend. Okay? Now, I want y'all to understand, a lot of times when I break down this stuff from a psychological point of view, when all of this stuff happens, they're always searching for that one family member, that one person in your life, that best friend, that chihuahua you used to have. If they could talk English, they would go after the motherfucking chihuahua. They need somebody close to the victim to say this, right? They need them to say they wouldn't want you to do this. They will want you to forgive, and even if they don't use the word forgive, they want you to stop the writing. Somebody said that's his side chick. I don't get no fuck. They wrong for parading this motherfucking chick all over the news any goddamn way. She needs to shut the fuck up and sit down. She should not even be, and one is because she white, but this not even really because she white. That's even more so why she needs to shut the fuck up. That's just like the icing on the cake, right? But she needs to shut the fuck up anyway. Period. His family is speaking, and she shouldn't have anything to say because his family is just like, oh, I was with him for 3 years. They've been with him all his life, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Let his family speak for how they feel because I hear the family saying things like, I want justice. I want them to be prosecuted. I want them to go to jail. I want them to get the death penalty, right? Shout out to you, Shaman. Absolutely, you're right about that. He said a business based on passion will get your feelings hurt. Y'all better learn how to start a business based on what the consumer is asking for, and then once you start receiving money, then you can take that money that will free up your time, and you can put it into the thing that's your passion. Because your passion don't usually make you money first. You just say, but you're right about that. So thank you for the donation, and you're absolutely right. We'll talk about more about that in the class. So y'all get in on this conversation. I told y'all y'all can go get it. But I want you to understand that you're always looking for this person. Now some of y'all might get mad, and y'all gonna be like, oh, here you go with Christianity. Yes, here the fuck I go with Christianity. I had one of you Hebrew Israelite brothers get in my comment section the other day on my video about, Jesus ain't coming to save us. We need to fight that. It really wasn't about Jesus, but I brought it up. And of course, I want y'all to know that that's part of what's wrong with us. He left me this long, like 4-paragraph goddamn response back talking about, that y'all get it. I get it, Mechee. You don't like Jesus, and God got a plan, and we in this for a reason. And when God is ready to turn this around, God is going to come and do what he needs to do. He said a whole lot, and I'm going to sum it all up. What the fuck you really said, brother, was, well, we don't need to do shit because we're under a curse. Everything that's happening to us was written. And when God decides he's going to change it, God going to come and change it, which means we're not getting the fuck up to do nothing about it. I want y'all to know that that's what's wrong with us now. Now, this was a Hebrew Israelite brother. No disregard to y'all, but y'all know I have my issues with y'all too, because how the fuck y'all didn't take that lying-ass story and just make everybody black. I ain't got time for that either. Right? So basically, you sitting here telling me that we just need to wait on God, and in God's time, and God going to come change it. Yeah, that's why the fuck black men keep getting murdered. This is why they dying, and police is stepping on their necks in front of everybody in 10-minute videos, and nobody's scared to step up. Everybody's scared to step up. Everybody's scared to push him off this man to do something. I know, because we all waiting on motherfucking Jesus. We waiting on God to release the curse of something that's happening to us because we must deserve this, because it's the curse. That sounds stupid as fuck. No disregard, but disregard. To take it however the fuck you want. Shout out to you, Radina. Thank you for that. So this is part of our problem. I want you to know that Christianity, and I'm going to keep saying this shit, has been weaponized against us. It is a way to docile you and take the thing that you hold most important in your life and use it against you to control what you do. Because I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Anybody who believes in God, God is the highest thing. When you go into believing in God, there are people who don't believe in God. Now, don't come up here talking about you don't believe in God. Jesus and God is not the same motherfucking thing at all. right? So at the same time, you need to understand that there's a difference between the two. But for anybody who looks for their way to get to God, they take that very serious. So a person who reverence something that doesn't even make any motherfucking sense, they will walk in something that they don't completely understand, and it look like some dumb shit, just simply based off the fact that this is associated with the way that they get to their God, right? So that is a very powerful psychological weapon. When you can control the image of someone's God, you can control a whole lot about that man, if not every motherfucking thing. So Christianity is a way for Black people to feel like, and let me remind you numbers, 79% of all African Americans, is what they call us in this country, are Christians, right? And this is why you only see us on the news. The funny thing is, are there white folks that are Christians? That's what you're going to ask me. Yes, they are. They're called the Ku Klux Klan. You notice that their Christianity is not forgiving. They give that shit to you. Be good to thy master, right? Slave. These are scriptures in the Bible that are quoted, and preachers don't want to talk about it, but they don't give a fuck. We run around here with the, oh, if they snap your cheek, you give them the other cheek. Shout out to Lisa Parker, and I'm gonna tell you this too. Side note: do not fucking email me talking about, well, you quoted the scriptures wrong. I'm not trying to quote them motherfuckers goddamn verbatim. I did that shit for many years when I was a pastor. I don't need to quote them verbatim to give you the gist of what the fuck is talking about, okay? So please, if you the mother of the church, do not fucking email me with that bullshit. I'm just telling you now, okay? All right, thank you. Hallelujah. Now, understand that when you're talking about the word and then using that against you, the white folks gravitate towards these scriptures. Ecclesiastes. There's a time for everything. There's a time to kill. There's a time to die. There's a time to live. There's a time to reap. There's a time to sow. There's a time for everything. So there is a time to have violence. You know, they look at things like the old scripture where they tell you that if you against their God or you're not their people or whatever the fuck they believe in, you know, they used to talk about in the Bible, closing your ass up in the temple and then slaughtering everybody, leaving nobody alive. Oh, but let Black people talk about God. Their God is nice. Their God, they cookies and shit, and you know, just let everybody want to kumbaya. It's a lily for you, a daisy for you, just handing out flowers and shit, you know, cursing you, yet and still just stay in captivity. I helped you get a job. What was that meme I seen the meme earlier? God helped you get a job, helped you get that home, helped you with everything. It's all, he helped you pass that test, but the motherfucker still ain't helped you get out of slavery yet. What kind of God you serve? I don't know. I don't serve that God. My God opened up the earth, swallow your ass in that motherfucker, whole cities. Right? That's the kind of God that I serve. God gets angry and God will fuck your ass up. And then I understand that I'm a God within myself. So therefore that means I have the right to get angry and fuck you up. And as soon as the rest of y'all realize that, maybe you'll get the fuck up. Shout out to you, the real truth. Thank you for that. I salute you for that. She said that she went with her 23-year-old today to buy guns because I'm tired, right? Too tired to be marching. I ain't got time for no marching. Absolutely not. Right? So, but understand, Christianity does this to you. So this is what they're looking for. I'm not going to stay on y'all little Christianity tip. I don't want to hurt y'all Christians folks because I love y'all. What y'all be walking in is that bullshit. But I mean, I ain't got nothing against y'all. I used to be there. I ain't talking about I once was blind, now I see. No, when you're a Christian, you blind as fuck. I'm going to need you to get out that Christianity. Then you can sing that song. Shout out to you, Terrell. It's your birthday. Well, happy birthday. Look, Terrell, look, I feel like you don't be trying to tell me it's your birthday and then at the same time talk about your hoodie. What hoodie you ordered? Look, y'all be killing me with that. If you ordered a hoodie and then get your hoodie, then you should probably say something so that we can find out why you ain't got your hoodie. Right? But you're not supposed to say it on the live because I'm gonna get off here and I'm not gonna remember who the hell Terrell is. But you can email me, Terrell. You can email me with the information of when you bought the shirt, and then I can tell you where the track it is, and I can let you know what's up with it, right? Because on that email there is a customer service because all of my products come from a third party that makes them. So you could call them too. You know what I'm saying? All of that is there. So let's figure out what's going on so we can get you your hoodie, right? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I hope you have a really great day today. I hope it's been a good one. So anyway, let me say this. This is what they're always trying to do because it's the thing that I want you to understand with the when it comes to the psychology of how they fight against the shit that they do to us. They always need one person when a Black person is murdered and slaughtered in the streets. And they need somebody that's close to them to come forward to tell you that they're a God-fearing person When the fuck did God fearing mean that you was a punk ass motherfucker? I mean, I don't believe in that word no more. And I used to be a pastor, so that should hold a whole lot of weight, right? But if you want to go into that word, Peter, Paul, James, and John wasn't no punks. So when the fuck was we punks? So they believed in God. This is what this white woman is saying. He was a God-fearing man. He helped everybody. He would have wanted everybody to be happy. He wouldn't have wanted all this to happen. Bitch, how do you know what he would want?
He wanted
was
to
you
breathe.
laying there with somebody on your motherfucking neck? You don't know what he would want.
Stupid
Maybe
white
he would
bitch.
want to be alive, motherfucker.
Stupid white bitch.
And then he could speak for himself. How about that? Shout out to you, Glamour. Thank you for that. I love you back. So I don't appreciate this. I need y'all to watch the formula because they do it to us so much. I don't want anybody to act shocked. I actually want you to watch the formula unfold every time this happens because there will be another time. Because this is not the pinnacle of change. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later, too. Shout out to you, Phoenix. Thank you for that. Underlying health conditions, whatever. Who said that? The corner, whatever corner office said that, y'all should burn that motherfucker down. This lie might get me in trouble today. Y'all should burn that motherfucker down. That's what you should do. Underlying health conditions. I know. So had the officer not been sitting on his neck and him not being able to breathe, he would have died from those, or would he still be walking around alive? Underlying. Let's talk about underlying since we're in the middle of coronavirus. You know, there are a lot of people who have underlying symptoms of things, and corona took them out because they already had asthma and shit. But you do know that if asthma, if corona wasn't in play, it wouldn't even matter because the other underlying condition wouldn't have killed them. It was a combination of both. So even if he did have some underlying conditions, the fact that you were stepping on his neck, you aggravated them. The fuck? We're going to get there, so I don't want to jump ahead of myself because y'all burning down the wrong shit. Except for the police station. I'm proud of y'all. Burn down some more. That's what I'm saying. Fuck them targets, though. I'm going to need y'all to focus, okay? Because we're going to get into the bullshit with this riot and this looting, too. We're going to unpack how the enemy does that psychologically as well, too. Because there's a bunch of white people running around there looting and stuff for a reason. So we're going to talk about why it is that these lootings and these things tend to happen. And I'm going to show you how they send in people to make this shit happen the way that it does, okay? Shout out to you, Irvin. Thank you for that. I love you back. Thank you. So, understand that this is part of their formula, and I need you to know this formula so that you can understand this is how they work. They do it so much. Yes, it's step 1, 2, 3, 4. They just play this shit out in steps in order, and we should know this shit by now, y'all. They always got to find somebody to come forward and say this person will want this. They will want you to stop. They want you to be loving. They were a God-fearing person. This is not honoring their name. And I say to all the people who say that, shut the fuck up. Shout out to you, Letitia. Thank you for that. So let me tell you something. First of all, what we need to understand is that anytime a black person is murdered this way in this country, that murder is not about just them. Let's get that understood first and foremost. So you don't get to fucking come forward whether you the white girlfriend. I don't give a fuck if you the black mama or the black brother or the black daddy in the Bottom Jean case. You don't get to motherfucking come forward when what has happened to your loved one is nothing more than a smaller part of the bigger picture of what happens to black people every day. That murder that happened that we watched unfold for Mr. Floyd, that is not something that is just his story. That is not just his situation. So your family don't get to come forward with your white girlfriend. So just notice it in the future. You don't get to come forward and say it's not that big of a deal. You don't get to say this is what they would want. Fuck you, because the bottom line is that brother represents every other black man in this country that has been murdered, that has the possibility of being murdered, because police brutality is the 5th leading cause of death for black men. Those are fucking facts. Go look them up. So that's what that represents when you see it. So you don't get to get the whole country in an uproar. You don't get to get other black people mad. You don't get to get pulling at our heartstrings to where we're crying. We're in this like it's us because it is fucking us. What they do to him, they will do to the rest of us. This is not the first, nor will it be the last. Unless we decide that it is. So understand, when a black person gets murdered, you don't get to ever say, we want to forgive. The truth is, we're in a day, in a time that you don't have that ability. You don't get to say, that's my loved one. Shit, the white people do that. It's called the court of law. You do know that when you go into the court of law, that if you are a victim of a crime, you are no more than a witness. You're just a witness to the fact that this person broke the laws of this land. And now we're going to prosecute them. Not that they really did something to you, but because they broke the laws of our land. So at the end of the day, we're going to flip the script. Whenever a black person gets murdered out here like this, you do not get to speak as though it's solely you. What has been done to them has been done to all of us. You don't get to say this is what they would want. Because this is a picture that's part of a much bigger picture here. So you got this white woman, which I think is really disgraceful. So let me touch really quickly on this. I am biracial. I'm sure that's not a shock to anybody around here. Yes, my daddy is a white man. Well, he was. He dead now, right? And my mother's black. So let me be real. Like I always have spoken from this perspective. Because I'm going to tell the truth no matter what the fuck it is. This is why you should not have interracial relationships. I told you in the beginning, white people can lay with you and see you as a special kind of nigga. You're not like the rest of them niggas, but that don't mean that they don't think black people is niggas. They can make babies with you. They can lay with you. They can marry you and still be a racist motherfucker. You don't know that? This is why they love to pull out these cards. Well, my best friend is black. You can have a best black friend and you can still be racist as fuck. See, because somewhere in their mind, they'll tell themselves that you're different. Or they fetishized you. And then this is what it comes down to. If you understand what we're dealing with in this country and the type of fight that we're in and what is happening to black people, what has always been happening from the beginning, you would understand this. That the person that you decide to make a marriage with, a life with, a partnership with, and you decide to make children with has everything to do with being a way that you fight the things that are going on in this country. They are looking to destroy the black family. If you understood that, you would build the black family. Also, I don't give a fuck how much a person loves you. They cannot walk in your shoes if they are not black. So when it comes down to shit like this, now you have black men who he has a white woman, and when he gets to the point that something has happened to this man in this country that is the heart of the racism that beats in this motherfucking country with all the things that they do to us, you don't get to come forward, white girl, because you could never understand and say, well, he wouldn't want this. Bitch, you don't know. I don't give a fuck how many times she curled her hair and that motherfucking salt and pepper hairstyle. Did you see the chick? I don't give a fuck how much you swoop your shit to the side like your name should be Shaquisha, bitch. You are not black. You have never walked a day in black skin. You've never been called a nigga. You've never had yourself be treated a certain way because of how you're perceived, because of the color of your skin. And if you wasn't in the car with your man, you don't even know what it's like to have the police be behind you and for you to get worried when you got all your shit in order. Now, if you're a white person and you got a meth pipe in the motherfucking back seat, you should be worried. But if you white and you got your license, your insurance, your registration, you're not worried. Black people are legit, and every day police get behind us and we go through what's called PTSD. And we get worried, even when we ain't done nothing. And for a small moment, we do feel like, nigga, did I just rob a bank? Because there's 6 police cars out here. I'm legit, so why do I feel like I'm not? People that are not black, they can try to understand your plight, but they can never understand. It's like they can't walk in your shoes. Just like I tell black women all the time, you can raise your son to be a decent human being, but you cannot teach your son to be a man because you are not a fucking man. If you're not black, you don't know shit about being black in this motherfucking country. You don't get to speak on the behalf of this man. I don't give a fuck if you laid with him. I don't give a fuck if he told you he loved you and he caressed your white little lily ass motherfucking face every morning you woke up next to each other. I give no fuck. You don't have have the right to speak. And this is the problem. When you get into interracial relationships, you don't understand where we are in this country, and then boom, some shit like this hits you. Or you get offended at a white person asking you many questions, and here come your partner like, well, why are you getting so offensive, honey? Or Trump runs for presidencies and relationships that was together for 3 years fall apart because your white counterpart starts to show you their racism. I tell you this shit all the time. Ask questions. You sit around with that white boy, that white girl, but have you ever stopped to ask them the questions that might piss them off? Do you ever tell them that this country is corrupt as fuck? That the police department are terrorists and their number one target of black people? Have you told them that this country needs to give reparations for what their forefathers have done? Have you done that with your white lover? And saw their reaction? If you've never tested them by the fire, you really don't know how the fuck they feel. Because they like to tell you shit like, well, color doesn't matter to me. I don't see color. I'm not racist. Yeah, I bet your white ass wouldn't see color, would you? Because nobody ever defined you by yours except to put you on a pedestal and act like your water is wetter and your ice is colder. So, you go ahead and be in an interracial relationship if you would like to. Be in a marriage. Have you some little biracial babies. But I'm going to tell you right now that when the shit really come down to what it is, that is a person you are picking to walk this life with. That is a person that you are deciding to make a family with, to carry on a legacy with, to build with. And I need you to understand that they're not black like you. And when the shit really hit the fan, my question will be, is the partner that you chose in life able to be there for you as a black person in this country, or understand what it's like to be black? If not, that's why the fuck you shouldn't be with them. Shout out to you, the Soviets. Right, the Amber Geigerism and shit. Shout out to you, Miss Stacy. So understand this. Of course, people say, well, love is love. I know. Because they never thought that they would be faced like this and that her man would be dead and all the news would be in her face. And I want you to know that the media did that on purpose. The reason they're parading this white woman on everything. First, I saw her. She looked raggedy as hell. They caught her at first. Now, all of a sudden, this bitch on everything. Good Morning America, because she done pressed her little curl out a little bit on the side instead of using a roller, a jailhouse roller. This bitch a meth head, but that's a whole nother conversation. She used that jailhouse paper roller. She done got her a real roller. You know, she keep looking better and better every one. You know, she keep getting dressed up for it so she can speak on this man's behalf, and she needs to shut the fuck up. Because not only is she speaking when she ain't supposed to be speaking, she's also contradicting what the family has said, which is even more fucking disrespectful. Because you got the brother in the family saying, we want justice. We want him charged with murder. We want the motherfucking death penalty. And here she is, well, what he would want is, bitch, what he would want is to be alive. And the truth of the matter is, if he wasn't a black man in this country, he might be, bitch. He would have wanted everybody to be okay. No, bitch, he would have wanted that man to get the fuck off his neck so he could breathe. He would want to be alive today. That's what he would want. I'm tired of people speaking for everybody else that's dead, not knowing how the fuck they would feel when he endured that death. Not you. I'm going to tell y'all right now, if a motherfucker kill me, don't you ever let nobody come tell you, Mechee will want you to forgive. No, I want you to burn this bitch down. But I'm going to tell you how I want you to burn it down in a minute. I don't want you to burn down Walgreens and shit in AutoZone. I don't give no fuck about none of that. Right? Shout out to you, Kay. Right, before they talk about destruction of property. But I want to shout out to you, Art. Thank you for that. I want to talk about the destruction of that property. But let me tell you something. We gotta stop letting people do that. I don't give a fuck if they your auntie, your mama, your cousin, every lady. You need to tell them to shut the fuck up. My question is, why do we always have to have a press conference talk about how we feel about the murder? When white people get killed, do anybody ever come and ask them? Do they ever stand up and be like, well, we wouldn't want you to riot? And somebody out there gonna say, well, white folks don't be rioting like this. Yes, they do. This is the crazy thing, though. When white folks riot like this, I dare somebody go tell me I'm wrong. Just go look it up. Y'all flip over shit and set stuff on fire because your favorite sports team won. Somebody tell me I'm lying. You can't. Right, hockey games and shit. They want to burn shit up over nothing. But be mindful, it's a lot of white people out here that's doing this rioting in this movie. It's not black people. So just because, Mr. Floyd is our brother, you don't get to put all of this shit on black people, because I've seen a whole lot of whiteys out there. I really did. Are we watching the same news coverage, y'all? got to stop letting people step up and speak for our people that are dead and have been murdered. You don't get to speak on their behalf. So she needs to shut up. But know that that's what they always looking for. Whether you white, you a white girlfriend, whether you a black family member, there's always that family member. They're waiting to praise you when you come forward. Like, good nigga, pat you on your back because you've done a good job for massa and tell you, and we see it in all these cases, like forgiveness, they would want you to stop. No, they wouldn't. Why is it that we have never heard the person come forward from the one black person who get murdered and say, no, I know my brother. I know my sister. I know my cousin. They would have wanted the riots to take place. They probably would have been out here rioting. Is anybody ever gonna say that shit? So understand, this is what they do. This is part of it, and it is to neutralize the people, to make you think that you're not honoring this person by burning shit down, that you're actually offending them. Even Trump, hinted to that you're really offending their memory, because this is not what they would want. No, fuck you. It is what it is, and it always comes along with the fact of somebody said that's not his girlfriend. I don't know if that's his girlfriend or not. I don't care. I know she knows the man. I know she in plenty of pictures hugged up with this nigga. I know that ain't none of the family came forward and said it's not his girlfriend. I can care less about that. But understand that it's always this Christianity behind it. I'm gonna need y'all to get the fuck away from Christianity. I really do need y'all to do that. I'm not telling you not to believe in a God. I'm telling you to stop buying that whitewashed ass version of what white people gave you to keep your ass controlled and keep you docile and waiting on God and Jesus and praying just a little while longer while they steady fucking you up. I'm gonna need y'all to let that shit go. This is why the woman can sit there and say, oh, he was a God-fearing man. Behind every apology, tell me if I'm not lying, behind every fucking, not apology, but every forgiveness, every, oh, we just gotta love. Is it not always a time of Christianity? Either they say as a good Christian, that's what I would do, or as a God-fearing person, that's what they would do. They always put the Christianity behind that shit. And the ones who won't, they won't put you on TV. You don't believe me? Do you remember Corner Store Caroline? You remember that? The woman who accused the young boy of sexually assaulting her when the book bag rubbed up against her? Do you remember the little boy went on there and said how traumatized he was because he thought the police were coming to get him after being a young black boy watching all the things that have happened? And he sat on TV and he said, I don't forgive her. It took a baby to show us some balls. He said, I don't forgive her. Guess what happened after that, though? Do you think they paraded him through the news media? Do you think they let that little boy have a whole bunch of interviews? Hell no, they didn't. They put him to the side. They worked on him. They sent their handlers. They paid the mama off. They threatened her job because she was a corrections officer. And they was like, girl, you better get it together. Next thing we know, he come a whole nother interview, and now all of a sudden, he forgives. If you don't know that that's the tactic it is, stop letting that shit work. Next motherfucker fix their mouth to say that shit. I don't give a fuck if it's your family member. I'm gonna need one of y'all to take the responsibility to slap the shit out of your family member on live motherfucking TV and say, no, Tyrone would have wanted them to burn this bitch down. I'm sorry, mama. You got to shut up, lying auntie. This is what y'all need to do. Because it's disrespectful. Christianity has been weaponized against your black ass. Stop allowing that shit to make you a weak ass punk. If you don't get up, what the fuck? Go read me the scripture that say eye for an eye, goddammit. You shoot me, I'm gonna shoot you. You kill mine, I'm coming to kill yours. Oh, but God forbid we do any of that. Because, it's just not the Christian thing to do. It's not the God-fearing thing to do. These motherfuckers feared your God, they would stop fucking with you. And that's what I have to say to these religions who want to take everything in that whitewashed Bible and just turn it black and think that that makes it right. If your God was so powerful that you're trying to tell them to believe in, if your Jesus scared them so much, your Jesus had so much power, they wouldn't do what the fuck they do to you, because your God would have risen by now and saved your black ass. Maybe it's the God in you that God is waiting on. Maybe you just feel comfortable. Shout out to you, Marvin. Thank you for that. They're not being accountable for saving yourself. So it seems too much like work. So let's put it off on Christianity. Fuck out of here. Let's go to the next thing, though, y'all, because I can stay on that topic all night, and I want to cover all of this stuff before I get out of here. So do me a favor, like this video, share this video, subscribe if you have not, hit that notification bell. Yes, MLK, Martin Luther King was a bit cowardly, and this is why I laugh when y'all be like, y'all need to stop fighting because we're not going to never get nowhere. Y'all do know that the leaders from back in the day did the same thing? So quit telling me to stop beefing with other leaders that I think is fake motherfuckers, because Malcolm X definitely did say publicly several times that he thought Martin Luther King was a coon. He said that he was paid by the people who he speaks for. That's why he speaks how he speaks. Y'all gonna stop playing with me. But every time I call the fake motherfucker out, Mechee, this is not helping our community. I know, so I'm gonna just let the snake stay there for the sake of y'all feelings. Fuck out of here. But understand this. So now let's talk about this because we talked about his white girlfriend. We talked about this. So in the same vein, I want to cover this. So I hear there are some sisters running around here. I will say their names, but I don't feel like looking up and these heifers got videos with my motherfucking name and they come to my room and shit. And it really ain't about them. It's just about a mentality that I want to throw out there, right? Shout out to you, RD. Pastor. Y'all need to beat the shit out of some of these pastors and take them niggas gators. Tell your pastor they used to throw out babies to the alligators for gator babies. Tell that dumbass nigga to stop screaming across that pool with them fucking alligator shoes on. We don't wear that shit. That's called being real conscious. I want some blind, now I see that you shouldn't be wearing them motherfuckers. Fuck them pastors. Y'all need to whoop their ass and see how well Jesus protect them from that. Whoop a pastor ass. Next time they come at you with that old bullshit, just like they steady got their hand out. Churches was like, oh, we're going to get our cash apps and our PayPals going. Make sure you pay your tithes and offerings, even though you can't come into church. I need y'all to whoop a pastor ass. If you're not protected by the blood of Jesus, you will survive. If not, you going to get your ass whooped in the name of Jesus, motherfucker. I ain't got time for this bullshit. I swear to God, I'm so tired of this fake ass woo, talking about getting instructions from the pastor. Fuck the pastor. Pastor can't instruct nobody. Half y'all pastors is hypocrites. They preaching one thing and doing another. As soon as they get done telling you adultery is a sin, they in the back and they dick suck my sister such and such. Fuck out of here. I know that might be wrong, might be too much truth, but y'all gonna stop playing with me. Tell me I ain't lying. I'm gonna need y'all pastors, who most of them are ex-pimps, to sit the fuck down because they all got this story about back in the day I used to. Now you just done found another motherfucking hustle. Shut your ass up. Shout out to you, Engaging Black. Thank you for that. And thank you for the compliment. But check this out. So we got sisters out here. So this is what we doing, sisters? So we're not supporting Mr. Floyd anymore because he got a white girlfriend. Let me say something to you. Bitter ass, I've been hurt all my life. My daddy wasn't there. No black man ever treated me right. So I'm angry as fuck ass motherfuckers. I'm gonna need you to shut up too. Because the same thing I said earlier applies to you motherfuckers. Do you not understand that it's not a matter of whether or not he's with a white girl or not? That doesn't matter. The bottom line is, what does he represent? You think because he got a white girlfriend that make any difference to the racists? That's going to stop them from killing the next black man who do got a black woman? So fucking what? Y'all sound stupid. You sound jaded. And you need some counseling. Y'all should hit me up for a motherfucking consultation. I can help you through that hurt. Shout out to you, I See Danger. Absolutely. The child who was not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel it's warm. I'll burn this bitch down. Y'all can that's absolutely right. But come on, I think this is just ridiculous as fuck. So we're not supporting him because he had a white girl? Wow. This is why, another part of why we're looking real dumb and we're looking real stupid and we're stuck where we are. It doesn't matter if this man had a motherfucking purple girlfriend. Who cares? Shout out to you, Blackheart. Yeah, you're right. They were scared of Malcolm X. They really was. Everybody was. And they all backed up from him. And they just left that brother out to his own devices. Black people may not have killed Martin Luther King in the sense that they set it all up behind the scenes, but they have parts to play and they let it happen. Let's say they let that shit happen. Yeah, because they were scared of him. They didn't want to be associated with him because they were scared of that fire he was going to bring. And all that talking we do, we really scared to fight for our freedom. We don't like nobody that forces it in our face because we scared. Shout out to you, LOD. Thank you for that. But this is ridiculous. You don't get to say that this man, you don't support him because his death. You sound stupid. Because this is the thing. Do you think that the police give a fuck? Do you think that when they see the next black man they're going to murder, because they are going to murder another one, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. It's coming. Do you think that they give a fuck who this person is with? What what they're doing to him, they will do to all of us. It's a representation of how they feel about black people, period. That includes your black ass sisters. But because he got a white girl, you won't stand with him, dude. I'm going to go there. I'm not going to say your name, but you sisters who have the nerve to put those videos up, how about if you got killed by the police, we don't stand with you because you got the white people here on? You so angry at white people, and you so mad about this man white girlfriend, but why the fuck does your head always look like you trying to look like this nigga white girlfriend? So we might shouldn't support you because your weave is white. That's how dumb y'all sound, saying you're not going to support this brother. Shout out to you, John. Thank you for that. Much love to you back. Take off that white weave when you talk to me about somebody who's enamored with a white person. He's a black man dead. When you get to the bottom of it, he was killed because he was black. That is your fight because you're black. Because next, it could be your black ass. Or the men that are close to you in your life, if you have any, because you seem to be real angry. I don't understand how women get up here and pretend to profess to you how they know we're getting played in this country and how the oppressor works and what white supremacy is about, but yet and still you down your men as if you don't know how our men got to where they are. Don't do that shit, because you look stupid as fuck doing that. We don't support his death, and as soon as your cousin get killed, do not fucking call us. Because remember, you didn't care about the next black man. Because all they see is blackness. So you need to get to the root of why they did it and stand in that, if nothing else, you stupid motherfucker. Maybe your weave is on too tight. Maybe, I'm going to be nice because I'm not trying to beef with nobody. But it really pisses me off that y'all sit here and say this dumb shit. And another one of these females that y'all on here, if one of y'all, it's another one I'm talking about too, and I'm not going to say your name because you call yourself leading a swirl movement. Are you serious?
Crystal swirl.
How the fuck as a black woman do you, which and bitch, your wigs be crazy as fuck. And she be on there. I ain't watched her in a minute. I just when I call when I was in the video talking about, I need a new wig. It is some cash apps. Yes, you do need a new wig, bitch. But I need you to understand, you did not get to run around here as a black woman talking about swirl movement and starting a movement to encourage black women to be with white men. And then you mad because the black man is with the white woman. You said you didn't want the black man. Shut your ass up. Shut your dumb ass up. As a black man, I wouldn't want to be with your motherfucking ass either.
That bitch ugly.
Ass bitch. Out here with these crazy ass wigs, though. You always up there talking crazy and shit, looking like you just woke up. Bitch, wash your face before you go live next time. Can you do that? And don't no black man want me. Bitch, I wonder why. But anyway, shout out to you, Mikey. Thank you for that. I love you back. Thank you. Shout out to you, Rebel. Thank you for that. You don't get to do that. So I'm going to need you sisters to just shut the fuck up. Just wanted to address that really quickly. I'm not going to go in anymore because I'm not really trying to beef with these sisters. But you know what? It's one thing for brothers to step up and say something to y'all, and then y'all get all in y'all feelings and you feel like you don't have to receive nothing. I want you to understand that when women don't say anything to other women, you walk around here and in our silence, you tend to think that you're justified. And when the black men saying to you and say that you're out of order, you turn around and be like, oh, fuck them. Because you have a great hatred for black men. Because you ain't dealt with your hurt and your motherfucking pain. So sometimes it takes another woman to come to the goddamn scene and tell your ass as a woman, I'm telling you, woman to woman, you on some bullshit. And you need to check your motherfucking self. You know who you is. I don't need to say none of y'all names. Whatever. And if any of y'all think that way, this on here, check your motherfucking self. You don't get to hate black men and then say, I'm mad because they were white women. Well, stop hating them. First and foremost, because no black man want to be with a black woman who got to make up for every motherfucking thing your daddy didn't do and everything other black men did to you. Why don't you, like every other black person, heal first before you decide to judge another black person? Get your heel on, motherfucker. Make sure you right coming to the table. When you talk about what a brother won't do, if a brother talk about what a sister won't do, what the fuck is you doing? Make sure you got it right before you worry about what somebody else is doing. You can't say you hate black men and then be mad because black men are with white women. You said you didn't want them. You said you hated them. So shut the fuck up. Now, with that said, y'all like this video. I'm not going to keep going in on this. You know the fuck you probably watching Hi Ho. Don't get you in the wing. Quit talking about our black men like that. You got a motherfucking problem. Both y'all chicks. You know who you are. Anyway, with that said, now let's talk about why we're not supposed to like white people. Y'all, you know why we shouldn't be mad at all white people. Y'all like this video for me, though. Share this video, subscribe if you're not. Hit that notification bell so you notified when I'm live on YouTube. It's not hating, right? But let's talk about how people would say, well, why do we act like we hate all white people, right?
I do.
I want to say to you that I don't hate all white people.
I
don't
do.
think any of us really does. I mean, we deal with white people. We have white people go to work with us or whatever, you know what I mean? Why some white people are outraged? You know? All white people don't run around here acting racist. They all do have white privilege, right? But this is the thing. In a general sense, no, I don't hate all white people. But yeah, I kind of hate all white people. You want to know why? You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. Shout out to you, Tony. Because now that this has happened to our brother Floyd, right? And we see this every time. Every time when it happened to Eric Garner, they were up there wearing shirts. The police talking about I can't breathe, making fun of this man's fucking death. Now you got white people coming out left and right, young white people. And then even before this happened, what about those white kids who call themselves making black people and they put all that racist shit and thought that video was really funny, right? Now you got white people going around here. I've seen like 3 people that did it. It was 2 guys, 2 young boys who were out working, doing construction, and he laid on the grass. The other one sat on his neck. It was like, oh, looks like he can still breathe. Then there was a wrestling coach who stepped on somebody's neck with his knee, and he was like, oh, it seems like they can still breathe to me. So in the midst of all of this and this man being killed, it doesn't matter whether the fuck you think, oh, this man, it's not a matter of whether or not this man couldn't breathe, but he couldn't. He died right the fuck in front of you. What are you talking about? Shout out to you, Amar. Thank you for that. I love you guys. Thank you. But this is what they do. They go online and they be funny, and then you got white bitches who want to say shit like, I'm not sure how tearing down stuff and burning things is going to help do anything for black people. It's not going to bring him back. Shout out to you, Paula. Thank you for that. So every time this happens, you watch white people, like regular ass white people. When we have these moments where we have, you know, what Central Park Nancy, you know, Corner Store Becky, whatever the fuck all these bitches' names are, you find out these people are people who work in the school with your children. You find out that these people are working at your bank where you go. You find out they work at the restaurant that you go to, the coffee place in the morning. These are regular ass white people, and they get to showing their motherfucking ass, and then they're all over the internet, and then they're fucking sorry after the fact. These are regular ass white people. This man is a fucking wrestling coach, which means he works at a school and he may possibly have black students. So this is the thing. You don't get to tell me that we're so far removed from racism that we shouldn't act like that because we're in a new generation. Everybody's not racist. I want to give y'all a real quick history lesson in time. It wasn't that long ago that they were lynching our people. There are people in the chat right now. Tell me I'm not lying. There are people in the chat right now that can tell you they remember lynching. And they're still alive today. Think about that. There are people who are still alive today that remember lynchings and bodies hanging from trees, and they still fucking alive today. Does that put some things into perspective for you? So that means it was your grandparents that they were hanging. So that means the motherfuckers who were hanging you, just like you are their grandchildren, who the fuck you think is all these little white motherfuckers running around today? They're grandchildren. You remember the postcards and shit? Where you got a motherfucker hanging somebody from a tree and you see this little demented 8-year-old in the background just looking up like, ooh, daddy done hung a nigga. That little boy, he alive today. He is. It wasn't that long ago. So if the lynching wasn't that long ago, then I want you to just go back like 3 generations and boom, here we have slavery. Wasn't that long ago. So if it wasn't that long ago for us that Jim Crow and all of these things took place and all of these lynchings and these hangings took place, and the people whose lifetime that happened in are still alive. So stop telling yourself it was another lifetime. Oh no, it was in this fucking lifetime. All of those people had children. They have grandchildren. And you don't think that they're not still racist or they haven't passed down those ways? So yes, I don't hate all white people, but yeah, I kind of hate all white people. And this is why. Because you show your motherfucking head all the time. And your regular ass people and y'all be in our face. This is why I don't understand why we ever fought so fucking hard for integration. I don't want to sit in a motherfucker's restaurant and make them serve me just because they said I couldn't be here. I want my burger without racist ass spit on that shit. I don't know about you, but I would like my food, you know, with the racism left off of it, put that shit on the side and keep it. I don't even want it. Shout out to you. Right. My father-in-law showed me a hanging post in 1998 when I first arrived here. Shout out to you, sis. Thank you for the donation. Shout out to you, Chronicle Newman. Thank you, and I love you back. Thank you, Romance Jones. So this is why I'm like, really? I don't. White people, like, in a nutshell, y'all get on my nerves. And I don't take this thing of, like, reverse racism. Like, when I see white people, first thing I think is fucking hunkies. And just so y'all know, like, y'all don't get to tell me I'm racist. So are there any white people on here? Because I know y'all love to say that some of y'all that's haters like to tell me I'm confused by racial. I'm not confused at all. At all. I know that I'm half white, so I want all the white people to pretend that my half white side called y'all hunkies. So do not come in here calling me racist. Just like I could tell black folks all day, well, niggas, y'all need to get it together. Well, hunkies, we tired of y'all too. Just pretend. It's my white side talking to you. Therefore, I cannot be racist. And somebody said, take it up with your daddy. Are you talking to me? Superstar Bella? Take it up with my daddy? Well, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings who y'all like to use that comeback on me, but let me just wash that down real quick. My father actually was never a slave owner. None of his ancestors were when they came over here onto this land. Thank you very much. My father's Polish. His family came over here from Poland. So therefore, while your black ass is still sitting there with the name of the slave master from the plantation that your family got, shout out to you, Missy May. Thank you for that. And you still hold that name? My father actually was not a slave master. He didn't own anybody in this country. There's a handful of my white relatives in this country, period, maybe 15 if you can find them. Shout out to you, Javad. Thank you. I hope I ain't murder your name. So I'm gonna need y'all to quit saying that to me. Take it up with my daddy. My daddy dead. How about we take it up with all the white people that's still here? How about that? So with that said, I would like to give a big fucking fuck white people, okay? From the bottom of my white heart and the bottom of my black heart. Fuck you motherfuckers, okay? All right? Shout out to you, Terrell. I love you, babe. And Terrell, I'm serious. Email me so we can find out where your hoodie at. And if you ain't get a CD, email me so I can send you up for your birthday. Shout out to you, Cheetah. Thank you for that. So with that said, let's move on to something I really want to get into tonight before I leave here. I know my screen keeps freezing. I'm cussing too much for YouTube tonight. I'm sending words and white words and black words I'm not supposed to say. Or somebody reporting me. Let me guess. The sisters who I was talking about, y'all mad. Y'all was watching that. Y'all reporting me. Shout out to you, Black Butterfly. Well, I'm glad of that. Thank you. Thank you for your support. And I'm glad that it helps you. So listen, let's talk about this. Hopefully y'all can hear me. My screen keep going slow, but can y'all still hear what I'm saying? Seems like it's trying to freeze over here. But can y'all hear me? Y'all let me know before I go in on this. Because I'm talking about these riots now. I really do. Because y'all think we like, whoa, the revolution is here. Nigga, no, it's not. Let's talk about this for a moment, right? So we have all of these people out here, right? We're rioting, right? And they're out there burning stuff down. Shout out to you, James. Thank you for that. They're burning everything down. Let me tell you, the one thing that I am very proud of them for is burning down the police station. Okay? I think that that is the first thing they should have burned down, and it's probably the only thing they should have burned down, unless they were going to go to the police officer's house and burn that down. Okay? Shout out to you, Sir G. Thank you for that. No, Sir G, I will not be protesting. Um, I have protested. I've done many things. I have taken this walk like maybe some of you have. I don't know. I got to the point where I didn't want to live in this situation anymore in this country. So I got up, right? Shout out to you, Rebel. Well, telling me hit me up. Look. But anyway, I went through all of these things myself. I went out into the streets. I was like, yo, this is enough. I'm gonna tell you when we all have that killing that was enough for us. And the one that was enough for me was Tamir Rice. I have this boy's name on a sticky note that stayed on my mirror for many years. And it simply said that he was 12, fucking 12. That was the one that was enough for me. And I was really angry. I was very distraught. And I was like, now you're just going to go around killing our kids? Nobody gives a fuck. Like, this is crazy. He was 12. Only 12. Like, that's all that I could keep thinking to myself. And so that's when I got up. So I went to the streets. I've been in protests. I've been in marches. I actually have a riot mask that I might pull out of retirement. My daughter has asked to go down to some of the rallies that are here. And I may let her go, not the rioting part, only because I know that she is on her journey to understanding this and being young. She really feels angry about this and she wants to experience it. And I will tell you, shout out to you, Rod. Thank you for that. I will tell you that being amongst a lot of people and we're all angry and you're able to release that, which is why it's a problem. It is a feeling if you've never been in the midst of it that I can't explain. So for her to be young and her to want to experience that, I've experienced all of those things to understand that that's not really the solution, but not to say that it doesn't do something, right? For us. And so she's about to be 18 years old pretty soon. So I told her we could go to the rally maybe tomorrow on the Capitol steps, right? But I may hand her my mask. But I have a mask. I've been in the streets. I've rioted. I've protested. I've marched. I had the dumbass signs. Put the police, bitch. Put the police. I did all of that, right? All of that. Nothing changed. So I was like, I'm not doing this shit no more. I was very adamant about going to meet with Black Lives Matter. I was like, put that shit, I'm about to go get with these people. We about to change shit. And then I met them and I was like, oh, y'all whitewash is fun. This is for gay Black people. Wait a minute. Y'all representing our people and this is not really what it is? Yeah, that really turned me off. I'm telling you. You know, people get church hurt. I got activist hurt. I was like, all of this shit is a facade. Y'all think it's fun. This is why we're not free. Shout out to you, Shantae. Shantae. Did I say it right? Miller, thank you for that. So I've been there and I've done all that. So no, I will not be protesting. I won't be doing any of those things, not in the vein that I think, if my daughter wants to go, I think it's an experience that she can have. I want her to have it. I've had it, and it's something she wants to participate in. She just wants to be around a lot of people that are angry in their emotions and being able to get that out. So there's a speech that's going to be given by probably one of these old, like, washed ass Black activists. But trust me, I'm going to be right next to her like, that motherfucker's fake. Pay attention to how they said people of color, baby, and they didn't say Black people. This is some bullshit. I want you to notice all these white people here. So trust me, when she's there, she's going to be learning from her mother as well and understanding why this is not the way. But I want her to have that experience because she wants to. But I won't be protesting because this shit does not work. And I want y'all to know right now what's going on ain't finna change nothing. How many of y'all think that we at they don't break down the police station, it's on? Like, y'all think the revolution is here? Does anybody think the revolution is here? And don't just say no because I'm saying, like, do y'all really, the way things are going down, has anybody been watching the news and y'all been getting hyped these past couple of days like, oh, the revolution is here? Does anybody feel like that? No? Take the fuck out of here. So, see, this is the thing. I've heard a lot of people say, yes, we're disorganized. Okay. Tess said yes. Okay. I mean, and see, that's the thing, though. We're going to get into that because it does make you feel good for a moment. You're like, maybe. But I want to bring something to y'all attention. This is not the first time this has happened. Come on, y'all. Let's throw that in the chat. We saw rioting. We saw shit be burned down. We watched people get hurt in riots. People get killed in riots because of a lot of different shit. It's not like people are being killed because people are murdering the police or who they're targeting. But this happens a lot. We did this with Eric Cooper, did we not? Michael Brown, Jimmy Rice. We've done this with all of them. We did this before. You do what you always done, you get what you always got. We've done this before. This is not the revolution. Now I'm going to say something. There's going to be some dumbass out there who's going to say, well, that's our problem. We can't be telling everybody to plan. Let people talk too much. We always want to say everything publicly. I want to make this clear. This is not a plan. This is just getting y'all to understand that there's no organization. This is not shit. This is being reactive, not proactive. Proactive means many murders ago, we should have been like, this is some bullshit. It's time for us to get together in a plan, not in this instance, but so the next time this happens, we know what we're going to do to address it. We don't do that. Matter of fact, right now, I'm going to put y'all to the test. Prove me wrong, please. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to put up something for y'all to all come forward. There's a meeting that we're going to be having online next week with the Black Agenda, right? You can go to the Black Agenda website, theblackagendamovement.com. You can sign up for that. Shout out to you, Kane. The world has talked about it all of the other times too, though. Says this time the world is talking about it. No, the world was talking about all of these other issues before too. They were. You don't think so? Let me take you back to the big one of the biggest ones. Shout out to you, Angelina. Rodney King. Thank you. Look, somebody already put it in there when I went down to Rodney King. And they rioted for days. Motherfuckers died. They were pulling white people out the car at the intersection and whipping your ass just because she was white. I wasn't mad at me. And they brought in the National Guard and they tore up that goddamn city. And let me tell you something. There's still parts of that city that has never recovered. It's never been the same. None of it really ever got rebuilt. This has happened before and the world has been paying attention. So let me say this. I'm about to say something to y'all. Because if I was to go around and turn around and say, look, okay, let's have a big ass planning meeting. This is the funny thing. If I told y'all I was coming to your city, shout out to you, Valerie, because that's what the Black Agenda is. If I told you I was coming to your city, right? And this is what happens every year with the Black Agenda. And I say to you, at some point, we open it up for donations at the door. So tickets are free. Why the fuck ain't the house packed? Where's your brothers at? Brothers being there, sisters being there, kids being there. But it's more sisters than there is brothers. But it ain't just me. I got a whole team. We in here talking about how it is that we get from under what's happening to us from political aspects. When we talk about the education, we bring you solutions to get your kids out the public school. We bring you motherfucking solutions. And one of the aspects that we do talk about, that we talk about behind closed doors, that's why at the Black Agenda, if you ain't black, you can't come in. We also talk about how we're physically under attack and how it's time to fight back. We also talk about your Second Amendment right and being armed and all of those things so that we can plan and do what it is that we need to do. Where the fuck do y'all be at? Absolutely, Curtil. Thank you for that. Where do y'all be at? If you were really upset about these murderers, right, that are murdering our people, then you would get to one and you would be like, I'm not doing this shit no more. And you will come the fuck out and plan. So the next time this happens, it's called just hitting everybody up in every city that we have built this structure in and the group of people we have and whatever plan we've set forward, you go ahead and you put in and act that plan. But we don't do that. We are reactive people. We react when it happens. We don't plan before it happens. And if there's one thing that's fucking sure as the sun is going to rise tomorrow, trust me, this is going to happen again. I will bet my whole motherfucking stock saving on it. And the stock market done went up lately in the marijuana stocks. Oh boy. Side note, did any of y'all buy Aurora cannabis when I told y'all about it? I am not a financial advisor. I just want y'all to know, I mentioned it a long time ago, and Aurora cannabis was like 79 cents a couple weeks ago. That shit is like, what, $15 at one point. It went up to 18. You do the math. If you bought 100 shares, where would you be today? I'm just saying. But y'all don't come out. Not like y'all should. And then we get into these positions and then we get mad. And let me tell you how I equate the riots to the same thing as church. This is how they play it. So let's begin to unfold now the conditioning of the riots, right? First of all, we are not organized. There is no reason for a Target to be tore up or for other shit to be burned down in the community. That should no longer be the way that you do things because that makes no motherfucking sense. If we were organized, let me tell you what would have happened. The news would have went live and would have told you that across this nation, there are 100 police stations on fire. Let that sink in. Focus on your enemy. Target didn't do anything to anybody. And let me tell you the goal in all of this, right? They plant people inside of those protests. And let me tell you why they plant people. They plant people for reasons exactly like this. It's the psychology. Let me tell you, I keep telling y'all the biggest weapon that this country fucking uses against us is the conditioning and the way they control us in our minds. So check this out. In protests, first of all, protests start off as what? Protests. So people are out there yelling, people are out there, standing, arm in arm, whatever they're doing, they're singing their songs, they're chanting, they're fuck the police, whatever it is they're doing, right? This is a protest. What happens is they actually send people in to begin the rioting and the looting. And let me tell you why they do that. They do that because you have a lot of pent-up anger and frustration. And so what they want you to do is begin to take it out in another manner before it builds up and comes out across the country as they don't want it to, like the police station being burned down. So what happens is, let me tell you psychology, when you are outside and you're protesting and now it's getting late and now somebody comes along and they decide to break into the Target and the door is wide open and now people are looting, you're like, oh shit, I can go in here and loot too. Matter of fact, when we're done, let's set this bitch on fire. You got all of these emotions going on. If I was a plant and the government wanted me to do anything, I would go in, I would start the looting so that you would come in, and it is a distraction to fucking take your attention off where your aggression should be. Once you have looted all night long, once you have ran around all night long, shout out to you, Cup of Super Joe, thank you for that. Once you have ran around all night long, looting all night long, then all of a sudden you get the people coming out that are not about the protest. They're like, oh shit, I heard that Kmart is open now. I could get me a motherfucking TV. I'm going to get some Bluetooth speakers. I need some headphones. Shit, I'm going to see they got some groceries on the shelf. You know that meat is a really high price right now. So if this is a super Target, I'm going to get some meat. So now you get everybody that shows up that wasn't a part of the protest, but they're part of the looting. So now you are conflating the two. And you're letting all of the aggression be taken out. It's like they're releasing the aggression right there where it started. Because if you don't, it can move to another area. It can move to that man's house. It can move out to the neighborhoods and the people that you don't want it to go to. It can move to the police station like you did. But if you can get their attention and their emotions to be burnt out and worked up on other shit, this is how you actually control it. I want you to understand this. If you don't understand your enemy, it might not make any sense. But there's a such thing called controlled chaos. It is a strategy of war. I am not lying to you. Go look it the fuck up. It's called controlled chaos. Shout out to you, Kurt Till. He says, yes, a cop got caught breaking windows. Maybe business owners are burning down their own businesses. Absolutely. Because also, that is a great point. This is also a time, yes, for people who have businesses over there. If you, yes, I did take psychology. You took psychology too. So you know you know what I'm talking about, right? Have you studied that? Although, even on psychology, that's more like a study in the art of psychology when it comes to war specifically. There's a psychology to how you war, right? And so this is controlled chaos. And there probably is some of those owners who are dealing with coronavirus and their business has not been able to be open and they feel like they're failing and they're going to go out of business. Now, You can burn your shit down and you can get your money. Because there is no insurance for the fact that your business is not thriving anymore. Right? And you can just blame it on the rioters. So I'm sure you have some of that mixed in. Absolutely. Absolutely, Kurt. Shout out to you, Vanessa. Right, they just said they exposed the cop. But I want you to know that they do this a lot. And this is the reason behind it. Because they're taking it's called controlled chaos, y'all. Controlled chaos is where you create chaos, but in a controlled manner. So what you're doing is, it's kind of like when you have a fire in your home. Shout out to you, Terry. I love you too. You're just showing love. Let me go find them love emails. Sometimes I be needing to know I'm making a difference. I apologize. I have not seen your email, but I love you back. Thank you for your love. Now, let's say there's a fire in a home, right? When the fire is in the house, you can open a window or a door, but that's the worst thing that you want to do. Because it's going to bring in the air and it's going to pick up the fire and it's going to carry it all through the house. If you want to contain it, you keep the doors closed and you give it no oxygen so that the fire can get bigger. So what they're doing is they're containing you and they're closing you off in a certain fucking area. And what they're doing is they're using the looting and things to keep you there. Because if looting is going on, everybody's out here rioting now, turning over cars and burning shit. You get a bunch of spectators, a bunch of people who just want to steal shit. Now everything is going on here. This is where all the energy is focused. You've kept the energy. And if you don't take my spiritual group, I guess you might not understand this as much, but there is a such thing as energy. And in that energy keeps you there. You're looking for some way to release your anger, release your frustration. So now breaking a window feel real good. Tearing up a store, and when you're done kicking over the shelf, that shit feel real good. And you have somewhere to release your energy. And you're releasing it exactly where they want you to, so that you stay confined in your own area, in your own community. And that it never gets to what it should be. And where it might go if they did not have controlled chaos. They create that fucking chaos. They send in people to start the looting. They send in people to start burning shit down on purpose. And those are planted agents. For real, this is what they do. And you've seen some evidence of that this time. Like the white lady who was in the wheelchair trying to stab black people. She was out there doing different things. But they're actually officers they send out to do these things. You don't believe me, like I said, go look it up. It's called controlled chaos. It is a strategy of war. When you create all this chaos, but it's in a controlled manner, what you're really doing is trying to focus. You're controlling the chaos and you create it, but it's a distraction to keep you focused here and not where you were initially looking. We're initially angry at the police. We're initially angry with this cop. We was going to this motherfucker house. We was burning down police stations, but now we're doing everything. So it's changing your focus and putting it on something else. And since you're there to create chaos, they create it for you and they control you and say, well, this is the chaos you should go towards, not the one you were trying to create. Shout out to you, Rose. Thank you for that. So understand, this is what they do. Shout out to you, Marvin. Thank you for that. So this is why I say that what's going on right now, first of all, it's no different. We have seen this time and time and motherfucking again. Nothing is going to, that's happening right now is going to change this. It's not. Nothing is going, that we're doing is going to change this. I also want to say this too, that I said earlier jokingly, but in all seriousness aside, there are a gang of white people out there, so I'm going to need folks stop trying to say that look at what black people are doing. Okay? Because I see that people are like, oh, you know, where he's at, that's a white state. Well, obviously it is, because it is way more white people out there than it is black people doing what they're doing. So please let's not say or let the media play that scenario either, that black people that burned all their shit down. Black people tore their shit up. Like, there was white people out there doing that shit. More white people than anything else. And I want you to understand, if you understand what I just said, do not get it twisted. All of these white folks are not what you would call an ally. A lot of them are just out there because it's fireworks. Like, I'm really appalled at some of the shit I see. Niggas is outside, y'all outside lighting fireworks in the middle of a riot. It's the 4th of July now. Fuck wrong with y'all? And so you got people out there who are taking advantage of the looting. They're out there just being in the streets because they want to know what's going on. There's a lot of young people out there who want to go live so they can get views and be seen. This is a way to capitalize on this man's death, not necessarily that they give a fuck about his death. So please do not get it twisted and think all the white people in the streets Oh, they're our allies. Look at the white folks doing shit for us. No, they ain't really out there for their own nosy nature or to steal some shit or to get some clout off of this. They out there for their own selfish fucking reasons. Don't get that shit twisted. No, we talking about the white people, they're our allies. No, they're not. They out there for their own selfish motherfucking reasons. So understand it. So the last thing I want to talk about, you guys, let me just make this clear before I move on to the last topic tonight. This is not the revolution happening. I'm not saying that people aren't angry. What I will say to you is that I think that we are tired, but we're working up to being that tired. In a little bit, this will go away, and we will be waiting on the next one. So what I would say to all of y'all is that whether you connect with the Black agenda or you connect with somebody else, I suggest you connect with some people who are doing some real shit to make some plans. If you're really tired, then you should already know what the fuck you're going to do the next time this happens and not wait for it to happen and then get upset. So I suggest that you connect with somebody, and I would like to give a shout out to a brother. Shout out to you, Marvin, and thank you for that, B. Sherrod. Thank you. And so I want to thank my people because when I played the video of the man, yes, it's the Not Fucking Around crew. His name is but it's what is his name? DJ. He's a DJ. His name is Grandmaster J, right? And Grandmaster J is the leader of the Not Fucking Around crew. So if y'all want to know who that man is that I played the other day, I want to say shout out to y'all because y'all not only found this man when I was like, who is this man? I need to know. Y'all bugged the fuck out of him so much, he messaged me. So I want to thank my people for putting in that work and making it happen because y'all definitely went and found this man for me. So shout out to him. Shout out to you, Couple of Super Joe. So, and shout out to you, T. James. Thank you for that. Yeah, I ain't got time. I be done burnt the corners off his back. Come back to that lie again, nigga. You gonna be cornering the body somewhere else, doing all types of another business. You see, y'all gonna burn some shit down. Focus on who you're mad at. Target didn't do nothing to y'all. I mean, unless y'all was shoplifting and they had you arrested and the security guard tackled your ass, you might be mad about that tackle the other day. Target ain't that shit. Go motherfucking get mad at who you mad at. Corners want to play this game. Oh, well, it really wasn't a murder. They're setting this man up, and that's where we're going to go last tonight. But again, shout out to this brother. You guys go and check him out. Like I will tell you that in being Mechee, I am a woman, and I know that I do not. I just like you can't teach a man to avoid to be a man. I'm not trying to lead men in any kind of way in the sense of yes, I want you to hear what I'm saying. I want you to take the knowledge that I give you. But when it's time to go fuck somebody up, and it talks about being in combat and making sure that you're armed and being ready for this physical war, right? To get yourself into a warrior mode, you brothers need to go follow a brother. And I suggest that you go follow this brother, right? So he's on Instagram. You can go check him out. Hopefully, me and him will be talking tomorrow. So hopefully, I think he wants to do a live on his Instagram, but hopefully I can get him to come on the show so that you guys can find out what the fuck it is that he's doing. He is a military man. He has a military background, but he's not playing. He the one that went down there with his. That's why they call it Not Fucking Around crew. They're not fucking around, right? And so I would suggest that y'all check this man out. I think that he is very serious about what it is that needs to be done. I think that he's skilled and trained. The one thing that we don't do, we're not skilled, we're not trained, and we don't know how to motherfucking plan. His IG is the original Grandmaster J. My mom is really dope, so maybe one of them will go get the link to his Instagram page and put it in there. He also has a YouTube page as well. YouTube. I know that somebody thought it was Flying Wall Media that I shared the video. That's not his page. It's somebody else's page who just posts his shit every day. His page is actually his name. So understand that this brother is about, really planning and putting something into place. And I'm going to tell y'all this again. I'm not lying to nobody. Like, you're not going to go out in the streets and just burn down a police station. And shout out to you, Vanessa. Shut up, girl. Y'all gonna tease me about this man. Y'all say everybody keeps saying that to me. Oh my God, you and him is just alike. Look, much love to the brother though. I have been watching him. If you want to connect with people, you gotta do this. Y'all know I do my research on folks. So I like what I see. I think the brother is very genuine, and I think that he about his shit. So I appreciate that, and I really foresee that a lot of people are not going to want to fuck with him, just like they don't fuck with me. Because you got a lot of people out here who call themselves leaders, but they like to stay in a lane where they're not seen as too too radical, right? So they're scared of that. So they back up from that a little bit. That's why the fuck a lot of people don't want to be associated with Mechee. You know what I'm saying? When they benefit, Mechee is great. When they not, they're like, oh no, that girl crazy. Anyway, y'all gonna check this man out. Check out somebody, right? Get with him, get with the Black Agenda, get with somebody that's really out here doing some work and playing, because that's exactly what the fuck we out here doing, right? So y'all make sure that y'all do that. So the next time this happens, we can actually have some order to what we're doing, and they'll know that we're not motherfucking playing no more. If you know anything else about war, you would also know this, that it doesn't matter how many of them it is. You don't have to, you can be outnumbered if you can't be outsmarted, right? So there's a way to do things, and numbers have nothing to do with it. But planning has everything to do with it. And if you're not ready and you're not doing no planning right now, don't expect it to be anything different. The next black murder that is coming, because it is coming. It is coming. This is not the last one. So with that said, I want to talk about the last thing. This officer, he has been arrested, y'all. Y'all do me a favor, like this video, share this video, first, subscribe if you have not. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I'm live and YouTube's not hating. But so this officer has been arrested, right? I don't want anybody to jump for joy. If you've been watching me a while, you already know we're not jumping for joy over here, because we already know what could possibly go down. So I just want to let y'all know, just giving y'all an update on this. Not that it's a lot that even needs to be said about it. You know, he's been charged, but he's been charged with third-degree murder. So we're talking about manslaughter. So I just want to break that down to y'all so y'all have an understanding of exactly where this is. This is the difference where he's at with third degree. Is first degree is when you plan to kill somebody, you go out and you're like, I plan to murder this nigga, I'm a murderer, right? Second degree is where you didn't plan to murder nobody, but in the heat of the moment or what's going on, when you did what you did, you intended to kill that person, but before that moment came, you wasn't intending on killing nobody. So that's why I can describe it as you plan to kill somebody, that's first degree murder, you go out and kill him. Second degree is you walk into the house and your man is banging another chick and you pull out the gun and you like, I'm killing both you niggas. And when you pull that trigger, you do intend to kill them both, but you were not planning and premeditating to kill anybody before you came home that day and find your man deep up inside somebody else. That's the difference, right? So third degree murder is manslaughter. So manslaughter is when you are being charged with causing the death of someone by acting recklessly or carelessly, which means you didn't intend to kill anybody at all, but you just did some dumb shit that really wasn't that smart. And if you thought about it, then you shouldn't have did it. And your reckless act is the thing that is, what's wrong here is that you shouldn't have been doing that because it was reckless. So they're saying it was reckless for him to be on that man's neck. Shout out to you, Nappy Yankee. So understand that, him being on that man's neck, they're saying that. So understand that they're saying for you to stand on this man's neck was a reckless thing to do. It was very careless for you to do this. And what you did in not thinking straight, you caused the man's death, but that wasn't really your intention. I disagree with that charge very much. But understand that's the same thing. Let me give you another example if it resonates a little bit better. Let's say you're at a bar, you're drinking, you get into a fight with a dude, you're out there arguing with him, you punch him, he fall down and hit the ground and hit his head on the stool and he died. That's manslaughter. Like, you didn't intend to kill anybody, but you shouldn't be out getting drunk and having bar fights. So the fact that you were being reckless and your recklessness killed somebody, that's manslaughter. But know that manslaughter does not carry a very heavy weight when it comes to charges. Now, different states vary, but some states, manslaughter can be 2 years, 5 years. Manslaughter is not it can go up to 20 years. It depends on the sentencing guidelines from state to state. That might change a little bit. But for the most part, this man is not facing any real time. And you have to understand, if they say that he acted carelessly and recklessly, he's also going to, at the same time, they're setting this up so he can be protected by the fact that he's a cop. Because when you're cops, there are certain things when you're acting out of duty that kind of protect you from being in trouble. And if he can say, well, in his mind as a police officer, he was doing the best thing he knew to do, that's a slippery slope that we could try and go down, but, he's going to be able to stay right off the slide and be right at home. And he's going to slide off the slide and just keep running and be right at home, sleeping in his bed before you know it. So I'm not excited about this charge. I know that if he does get found guilty, let's say he does, it's not going to really do anything. He's going to give us time to fucking ever retire probably. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna get no real charges, just like you've seen Aberdeen didn't get no real time. So I wouldn't jump for joy for that. I want to say another thing too, though, is that if you had a good district attorney that was trying to do their job, they would have charged him with much more. Because the bottom line is, I believe that he's guilty of second-degree murder now. Unless you can find some racist text, which you might be able to, proving that he didn't give a fuck about people, you can say he planned to kill a black man that day. But the next thing is that when he was on that man's neck, right, you could slowly see this man pleading for his life. At one point, when he went unconscious, that, if nothing else, was a cue to say, get off this man's neck and sit him. And so he did it for so long. There were signs to show that this man was in distress. And the fact that you stayed with him tells me that that's second-degree murder. You intended to kill that man. You intended to kill him. Your actions say you intended to, because you had plenty of time to get the fuck up off this man's neck. Even once he was unconscious, he stayed there until the ambulance showed him. So that's what I would charge him with. But that might not stick either. So I just want everybody to understand that he's not really being charged with shit. I'm going to go ahead and end this with being my usual radical self. If we're so worried about it, black people feel the penitentiary at a very high rate. I suggest that y'all deal with this nigga. Period. So if we're in the jail, I think y'all should touch him. If he gets out of the jail, I think you should touch him. And I'm talking about the kind of touch that he don't come back from. And that's just that. He will not pay a price unless you make him pay a price. I've told y'all plenty of times before that police are domestic terrorists. I don't just say this because I'm making it up. I know a lot of people be like, oh, I don't necessarily like to be throwing credentials, but I, in school, actually studied terrorism. I actually, in my work study, when I left, when I had to leave as part of my final and doing the things that I had to do, I had to actually put together a course for my criminal justice teacher in terrorism. So there's a course being taught at the college that I got my degrees at that I actually put together. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about terrorism and terrorists. And they are what I would definitely define as domestic terrorists. So when you're dealing with the game, you should treat them as a game and stop letting that blue wall, that blue badge, and that blue suit and that uniform tell you that they're anything different, and stop giving them so much reference. They take one of ours, you take three of theirs, and the motherfuckers will eventually get the idea that you ain't gonna keep taking ours without any motherfucking repercussions. You think that man cares? If he's been there long enough, he'll get his motherfucking pension. He'll go on and he'll live his goddamn life. Or if he gets found not guilty, guess what? He'll end up at another police station just like Tamir's Rice fucking officer did. He works at another station. The family will sue. The state will pay. It won't affect that man in any fucking way. If he is going to pay, it won't be the criminal justice system that will make him pay. Just remember that. So, when you get tired of them taking ours, maybe you'll start taking some of theirs. And I would give a warning to the black police. You might want to really reconsider at this point in time if you want to be a police officer anymore. Because we're getting real tired. And I want you to know that you motherfuckers brutalize us just as much as the white officers do, because you've been conditioned to hate your people as well. And make no mistake about it. When the war gets waged against these fucking terrorists, if you stand on their side, you get what they get. Nobody has mercy on you because you're black. Because you don't fucking walk around here as black officers with mercy on none of us just because we black. Shout out to you, Curtil. He knew what he was doing. You could tell how he was shifting the weight on his knee. He was doing it on purpose. He sits there and he shifts it to put it in his neck even more when the man said he can't breathe. So anyway, warning to you black police officers, you might want to consider another motherfucking field. You might want to hit the motherfucking black agenda up. Because if you ain't infiltrating, I don't know what the fuck you doing anyway. So them skills you learn, all that shit that you know about the enemy, why don't you come on in and tell us what they do? Why don't you tell us their secrets? Why don't you tell us the enemy's tactics so we can be more prepared for them? How about that? Why don't you do that? But do something else other than be a police, because it might cost you your life. Because we're not playing with you motherfuckers no more. I can tell you this, right now what's happening is not the revolution. But if they don't let time die down and another one come too fast, this might be the revolution. So with that said, I'm gonna need y'all to start planning. Get in where you fit in. Go check out the brother that I told y'all earlier, right? Go check out the Not Fucking Around crew. Go and check out the leader that his name is Grandmaster J, the original Grandmaster J on Instagram. Eventually, we will have him here very soon. Hopefully this weekend on this show so that we can talk to him and he can tell you where you can hit him up and find him. Shout out to you, ERC. Thank you for that. Bless you back. Right? And when the Black Agenda say I'm coming to see you, and I am coming to see you right now at the blackagendamovement.com, you can go sign up. If it's full, I'll open that motherfucker up for some more people. But the bottom line of it is that it's time for us to get together to put these organizations into this organizing into place. And I want to say organizations because the Black Agenda is not an organization. We're for the people, by the people. I take no money from nobody. We don't get tax write-offs. We don't do none of that shit because I don't need nobody coming checking my books and trying to tear us down. I just pay my taxes on everything. Y'all fucking donate. But we will, when we get a group of at least 5 people in one city, I'm coming to see you. And depending on how things work out with me and brother, maybe me and Grandmaster Jay is coming to see you together. So y'all stay tuned for some of that. But I suggest you start training and you start planning right the fuck now. Because another one's coming. And the bigger question is not what we're going to do about this one. The question is what we're going to do when they do it again. Because we have no plan. I'm going to tell y'all this again. I ain't mad at people out there burning shit down. I'm mad that there's no motherfucking structure in what y'all burning down. There's no organization to what y'all doing. Like I told you, I would know the revolution was here and I would be happy as fuck. And I'm going to get my shit and I'm coming to join y'all. When the news tell me, breaking news, and it's all over the world because it says that today at around noon, 100 police stations were bombed with cocktails and set on fire. That's when I say motherfuckers done got organized. What? But until then, so y'all ready to put some organization into this? Till you learn that for every one of ours they take, I think we should take 3. Because, they owe us a lot. Like, they've been taking our people for a long time. So I think it's only fair when they take one of ours. For every one, we take 3 of theirs. And somebody going to say, we ain't supposed to be telling all our plans on this. This is not plans. Ain't none of y'all playing shit with me. I'm just telling you what a motherfucking revolution really looks like. So we'll worry about it. We'll worry about it if y'all act like this is something y'all really want to plan. Because I don't care no more. That's what y'all don't understand. Like, they infiltrate us, they bring their agency, and they do whatever they can do. My thing is, I'm not worried about none of that. I'm just ready to move forward. And when that time comes, if they feel like, oh, we're about to take you down, I promise you, anything I'm doing, you're going to take me. I'm going down in a blaze, bitch, and I'm taking as many of you motherfuckers as I can with me. So I'm not going to sit here and keep worrying about, oh, my God, you can't say that on live. We ain't saying it behind closed doors because nobody's showing up to fucking do anything. Shout out to you, Cian. Thank you for that. So with that said, I'm getting the fuck up out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all do me a favor, like this video if you have not before you leave. You can at least do that, right? Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I'm live, and share this video. I think that far too many of us we're really happy about what's going on right now, but yet and still we are not we're not really looking at the reality of what it is and what's really happening. This is not the revolution. Nothing is about to be changed. But if we want one, then I think it's time that we stand up, and that's what you prepare for. Prepare for the motherfucking revolution, or just keep staying where we are. I ain't gonna keep doing this. So y'all gonna do it by yourself. Because if y'all eventually come on and say, let's do this shit, I'm leaving. I'm moving to Africa. I ain't got time for this motherfucker. I don't know. Hawaii or something. But with that said, y'all, I will see you guys later. I might be here live tomorrow, but if not, you guys don't forget, go over to therealmecheex.com and check out what's over there. I will see all of my people personally behind the scenes tomorrow in our spiritual group. There's 2 of them. Shout out to you, Agent Black. Thank you. You guys can go check that out and get in with me. We will be continuing our conversation on manifesting and what part you play in manifesting things in your life. And then we do have our support people on Sunday, you guys, on Wednesdays as well. And don't forget about the business as a hustle course. If y'all want to learn how to see business and everything you do, you know how they bring things, white kids, white people be walking around here. I'm going to need y'all to change your mind. Shift it to thinking and seeing business in everything you do. Right now, in this economy, there's still money to be made. So anybody who thinks, oh, this is a bad time to make any money, that's not true. Mechee is out here slinging masks and hand sanitizer like it's crack. And I deliver for $5 if you live in Colorado. You think I'm going to sell masks forever? No. Hand sanitizer forever? No. It's the demand of the consumer. So I give them what they want. I'm not passionate about masks my hand sanitizer. I actually just wash my hands. I don't use that shit. And I hate putting on a mask. I only keep one in the car in case the establishment won't let me in when I get to it. Don't mean I'm not going to sell that shit because it's what's in demand. So these are the type of things you're going to be learning in the business as a hustle course. So I suggest you get in there because there's money to be made in every motherfucking economy. So let's learn how to make it. You got to change your mind that you see business in everything that you do. With that said, y'all, I'm going to get the hell out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. Don't forget to go and get your little gift from the guy trying t-shirts. But don't wear it if you don't mean it because some of y'all scared. Some of y'all scared. You going to eat your cornbread? I'm eating my cornbread. I'm not eating scared. Y'all have a good night. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Again, like this video, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. Hit that notification bell. I will see my people tomorrow in all of my groups. And hopefully I will be back and see you guys tonight if I don't get too busy. So with that said, y'all have a good night, and I will talk to you guys later.